Hi, my name is Mohammed Abdullah. I'm a chest physician and lead lung cancer clinician here at Chesterfield Royal Hospital. In the last 2 years here at the Chesterfield Royal, we have been working very hard to improve and streamline the lung cancer pathway to reduce these delays during the diagnostic stage and support our patients through this very stressful journey. We have introduced many changes to the way we work and have introduced new services to facilitate this. We are now delighted to introduce the concept of Straight CT. With the introduction of Straight CT concept, we hope to reduce the time it takes from chest X-ray to CT scan to a maximum of 3 days. We are passionate about improving our lung pathway to avoid any delays in getting the diagnosis, so our patients get the maximum chance of having a curative treatment. But also for those patients who don't have cancer, it is vitally important we provide them that reassurance, and I hope these changes we have introduced will go a long way in achieving that.
Hi, my name's Louise Merriman. I'm a GP in Clown in North Derbyshire. When a GP sees a patient with symptoms of possible lung cancer, it's important that they refer them for an urgent chest X-ray using the box on ice that's labelled high suspicion of lung cancer. They then should arrange bloods for U&E, full blood count and clotting. The GP should explain to the patient that the chest X-ray is to exclude serious underlying lung pathology, which could include lung cancer. These chest X-rays from the high suspicion of lung cancer box are reported very quickly. They'll be reported either at the time or certainly the same day. And if there is an abnormality, the radiology department will then contact the patient to arrange a CT scan appointment, either that day or within 3 days of their chest X-ray. It's vital that the GP prepares patients that they refer via the high suspicion of lung cancer box for a chest X-ray for the possibility that they may be called by the radiology department at Chesterfield Royal to arrange a CT scan. They are to understand that this shows an abnormality on the chest X-ray, but this may not be cancer. If the chest X-ray is abnormal, the practice will be alerted and the GP will be asked to complete a 2-week wait lung cancer referral form and refer the patient via e-referral onto the new respiratory RAS. This is a change. Normally we refer onto the 2-week wait chest clinic appointment, but in this scenario the e-referral onto RAS will ensure that the chest team at the hospital arrange the clinic appointment and notify the patient of the time and day of that appointment. This patient information leaflet outlines the straight to test lung process, and it would be helpful if you give this to your patient at the time you request the chest X-ray. So I'm just going to go into the ICE requesting system to order this urgent chest X-ray on this gentleman who I have a high level of suspicion of lung cancer. So I'm going to order the X-ray via the box that says X-ray chest, GP only, suspicion of lung cancer. When I tick that box, it brings up a dialogue which asks me about the criteria for this request to make sure that he reaches that criteria. And then it asks me about the appropriateness of this patient for further investigations. It reminds me to tell the gentleman why I've referred him for a chest X-ray and that he may need a CT scan. And also reminds me to arrange bloods on this patient. I then continue with the request by filling in the appropriate clinical details and finishing the request.
Hello, my name's Pamela Rumble. I'm Macmillan Improvement Lead at Chesterfield Royal Hospital, where we're dedicated to improving cancer patient pathways with particular focus on the diagnostics pathway to ensure patients receive a diagnosis within 28 days. For lung, our initial task was to understand what the National Lung Cancer Pathway Guidance was and to see where we sit in comparison to that and where our key challenges were in meeting the national recommendations. We've worked collaboratively with imaging, pathology and our GP cancer lead to reduce delays and ensure a coordinated and efficient service for our patients. As well as using the National Lung Cancer Pathway as our guideline, we realised that working with our colleagues in primary care to improve the referral pathway is a key element to getting it right in those initial steps. Through GP education forums, we understood how important it was to GPs to reduce steps in the referral process. We hope the introduction of the lung straight to CT pathway will be a positive experience for you and for our patients. We would really welcome your feedback on the lung straight to test pathway so we can work together to continuously improve it.